Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be stranded on a deserted island with a treasure? Imagine this. You're thousands of feet above the ground, your heart pounding like a drum, adrenaline rushing through your veins. This is the thrill of skydiving. One moment you're sitting calmly in a plane, the next, you're hurling yourself into the great unknown. As the plane door opened, the rush of air was a stark reminder of the audacious venture ahead. The view from up there was breathtaking, a tapestry of blues and greens. And then, the moment of truth, the leap of faith. As the ground started to rush closer, the realization struck. The destination was no ordinary one. It was a deserted island. The descent was a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, excitement, uncertainty. But amidst the chaos, there was a certain peace. And there I was, plunging down towards an island with nothing but silence for company. So, there I was, alone on a seemingly deserted island. The tropical breeze was a mixed bag of relief and a stark reminder of my solitude. The rustling palm trees, the chirping birds hidden in the thick foliage, and the distant roar of the ocean. It was a symphony of nature, but it was also a reminder that I was a stranger in this wild paradise. As I ventured further into the island, the lush greenery seemed to close in around me. The dense vegetation was a maze, and the terrain was unfamiliar. The beauty of the island was captivating, but it was also a challenge. Every step was a dance with the unknown, every noise a potential danger. Food and shelter became immediate concerns. I had to rely on my instinct, my knowledge of survival skills, and a fair bit of luck. I scoured the island for edible fruits and found a handful of coconuts and wild berries. For shelter, I found a small cave nestled between two cliffs. It was far from comfortable, but it was safe. As I set up a makeshift camp, I realized just how much I had taken for granted: a warm bed, a hot meal, the certainty of safety. Here, I was stripped of all those comforts. I was in the heart of nature, and I had to adapt or perish. The island was a teacher, and I was its reluctant student. It taught me patience, resilience, and humility. It showed me how small I was in the grand scheme of things, and how much I depended on the world around me. It was a lesson of survival, and I was just at the beginning. The first day on the island was a whirlwind of emotions: fear, excitement, desperation, and determination. But as the sun set, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, a sense of quiet determination settled in. I knew then that this was more than just an adventure. It was a test, a challenge. As the sun set, I knew this was going to be a test of my endurance and survival skills. Scene script. Day 3 on the island brought an unexpected surprise. As the sun rose, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, our intrepid YouTuber set out for another day of survival. The beach, with its golden sands and azure waters, held a secret that was about to be revealed. As he walked along the shoreline, something unusual caught his eye. Half buried in the sand, a bottle glistened in the early morning light. An ordinary sight in an extraordinary setting. With curiosity piqued, he picked up the bottle. Inside, a scroll was tightly rolled, waiting to be unfurled. Uncorking the bottle, he carefully retrieved the parchment. It was old, weather-beaten, and bore the unmistakable markings of a map. But this was no ordinary map. It was adorned with cryptic symbols and unusual markings. A sense of excitement filled the air as he realized the potential of his find. This wasn't just a map, it was a treasure map. The markings, the cryptic symbols, all pointed towards a hidden treasure, right here on this deserted island. As he deciphered the map, the island transformed before his eyes. What once was a desolate expanse of sand and trees was now a landscape filled with possibilities. The towering palm tree was no longer just a source of coconuts, but a landmark. The large rock formation, a guiding post. Every feature of the island took on a new meaning, a clue leading to the hidden treasure. A wave of enthusiasm washed over him. The prospect of finding a treasure on this deserted island gave him a new sense of purpose. The island was no longer just about survival. It was about discovery, about unveiling a hidden secret. The monotony of the past few days gave way to a thrilling adventure. The treasure map, an unexpected find in an unlikely place, transformed our YouTuber's experience on the island. His days of survival were now intertwined with a quest for a hidden treasure. A treasure hunt on a deserted island, who would have thought? With map in hand, I set off on the most unexpected adventure of my life. It was more than just a piece of parchment with cryptic markings and weathered edges. It was a key, a guide, leading me to mystery and possibly the greatest treasure I could ever imagine. The island seemed to transform before my eyes as I embarked on this thrilling quest. Every rustle of leaves whispered secrets. Every footprint in the sand held a story. This was no longer a deserted island. It was an ancient treasure chest waiting to reveal its hidden riches. The map guided me through tangled jungles, across sandy beaches and up rocky cliffs. Each step was a leap of faith, a testament to the trust I'd placed in this mysterious chart. The journey was not without its challenges. I had to wade through rapid rivers, scale treacherous cliffs, and navigate through dense foliage. But every obstacle overcome was a victory, a sign that I was getting closer to my goal. As the journey progressed, the thrill of the hunt consumed me. There was an anticipation that buzzed in the air around me, a sense of exhilaration that left my heart pounding in my chest. With every step, I could feel the pull of the treasure, like a magnetic force drawing me in. There were times when doubt crept in, whispering in the back of my mind. Was I following the map correctly? Was there really a treasure waiting for me at the end of this? But every time I pushed the uncertainty away, choosing to believe in the magic of the treasure hunt. The map was not just a guide to the treasure, it was a mirror reflecting the strength and determination I never knew I possessed. It showed me that I was capable of overcoming any adversity, of facing any challenge head-on. And with every step, I was not just getting closer to the treasure, I was also discovering a new side of myself. As the day wore on, the sun began to dip in the sky, casting long shadows over the island. Exhausted but determined, I pushed on, driven by the promise of what lay ahead. The map led me to the base of a towering cliff, an imposing obstacle standing between me and my goal. But I was not deterred. With renewed energy, I began to climb, each handhold bringing me closer to my destination. And then, just as the sun was setting, I saw it. Before me lay the end of a journey that I hadn't even known I would embark upon. A treasure, a real, tangible treasure, glistening with the promise of tales long forgotten and adventures yet to be had. The thrill of discovery surged through me, a wave of joy and excitement that words can barely do justice. This unexpected adventure, this leap from the sky into the unknown, had led me to something priceless. It wasn't just about the treasure, it was about the journey, the discovery, the thrill of the unknown. The world is full of hidden wonders waiting to be discovered by those daring enough to look. This treasure, this island, this adventure, it all felt like a dream. But it was real as the sand beneath my feet and the sun above my head. And that, my friends, is the story of how I found a treasure on a deserted island. But beyond the treasure, I found something even more valuable. This adventure, with all its unexpected turns, has taught me a lot. It's not just about the thrill of skydiving into the unknown, or the exhilaration of finding a treasure on a deserted island. It's about the lessons learned along the way. I learned about resilience, about picking myself up each time I stumbled, dusting off the sand and pushing forward. I learned about perseverance, about the importance of not giving up, even when the path seemed insurmountable. But perhaps the most exciting part of this journey was embracing the thrill of the unexpected. From the moment I jumped from that plane, to the moment I uncovered the treasure, every step was a leap into the unknown. So, let this adventure inspire you. Embrace the unknown. Seek out your own adventures. Who knows, you might just stumble upon your own hidden treasure. Remember, life is full of unexpected treasures. All you have to do is jump.